Raptor Day, how did you celebrate, ladies and gentlemen? I guess the real question here is, are you guys cool with Raptor Day? Was it premature? Like, Gareth, I know you're pretty opinionated. Are you cool with after the first round loss, Raptor Day drops?
All I know is that the Boston Bruins in hockey have had more playoff rounds just last year alone than all the Toronto major sports teams combined over the last decade. That's all I'm going to say. We celebrate little things here in Toronto.
The guy who isn't Rob Ford and who's kind of running the city right now, he kind of set it up nice. He said, look, this has happened in Toronto, this has happened, there's been some bad stuff.
We got an election coming up.
And you know what? The Raptors made everybody feel good about things for a couple weeks. So good for them. Happy Raptors Day, everyone.
It was an economic boom. I think a lot of the economic partners of the city wanted to recognize what the Raptors did financially.
Yeah.
So I think that was cool. Shout out, throw this one at you. Canada's other team kind of is the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Absolutely.
They finally axed Mike Brown. Mike Brown has signed 9 years worth of contracts and served 2. That guy has a great agent, as we all already know.
Best agent.
But what went wrong with Cleveland out there? I mean, the GM was fired, new GM, the coach was fired, but the talent there speaks for itself.
Yeah, the talent is there. I don't know if they have the veterans to bring that talent along. And quite frankly, I think it's the curse of how they let LeBron go, and they have to wait till he comes back.
The curse of the Bambino.
Or the way LeBron shafted that city. But they got Johnny Manziel in Cleveland now, so everything's going to be all right. Listen, they're a work in progress, but you start worrying that some young players and all this talent will continue spinning their wheels without consistency at the head coach or from an organizational perspective. So maybe they need to blow it up to a certain degree, and maybe Masai Ujiri comes knocking and tries to reel maybe double T Tristan Thompson back up here to Toronto. He would fill a need. That'd be a guy that look real good in a Raptors uniform.
Speaking of Tristan Thompson, what are your anticipations this year for Tristan and Anthony?
Well, I think they're nice players. I don't know if they are getting the development they need, and that's why a guy like a Dwayne Casey, who fortunately has been locked up in Toronto, but that's the kind of coach they need in Cleveland. Someone who's got a plan to get young players better. Like, look what he's done with DeRozan. Look what's happened. These players have developed. That's what needs to happen in Cleveland.
All right, hey, we ran out of time because Donald Sterling decided to dominate the news. Quickly, Shad, where can we find you next?
You can find me shadk.com. That's my website, and all my dates are posted there, and all the new music and everything.
All right, time for the parting shot. Listen, let me clarify what I was saying earlier. Guys, I'm not mad at the Clippers for what they did. They didn't have to do anything. But in life, the choices you make are what make you legendary. Muhammad Ali's a legend because of the choice he made, okay? Rosa Parks, John Carlos, they're legends because of the choices they made. I thought it was a great opportunity served up to them in a very trying time for the NBA to stand up and say something special. They did what they chose was right, and I ain't even mad at that because you should choose to do what you choose is right. Also, another book giveaway, Aiden Ravin, he's a pretty impressive guy, training LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and they all speak very highly of him. He talks about his approach to the game in this book, and we'll be giving copy away. Facebook.com/NBA Hangout. And of course, follow us on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Peace.